Would you speak them to me with your breath so still? It makes me believe.
All right, enough. Hello, everybody. I'm Conquering History Games with some freshly brushed teeth, and welcome to a new live stream where we're going to be playing as Magadan, which is one of the Russian warlords that has the ability to become the Republic of West Alaska, which is my understanding is very, very heavily based on Metal Gear Solid's lore. So it should be fun. And I decided to kind of do this a little bit spontaneously because I uploaded the last of my Democratic Comey episodes today. And basically the save file got corrupted. Like, I was about to win anyway, but I just felt bad that it ended so suddenly. So I thought, okay, I had also said I was going to do another Russian warlord before the end of the month. So I just figured, okay, screw it, let's just go. Let's just play some West Alaska, get it going there. Especially because a couple of my other live stream series I managed to finish up this week, so I've got some clear space. But yeah, good morning, everybody. Hello, Tenbray, who says, good morning, CHG. I finished catching up on Suzerain an hour ago. Now that you've had time to rest from that session, what did you think of getting bushwhacked by Margaret Thatcher? It was rough. It was very rough. Anyway, let's just jump into it here. I wanted to, was brushing my teeth and stuff because I had to brush my teeth. It's good to do that in the morning. And let some people come in. Oh, this doesn't look good. Uh-oh. All right. So anyway, we're supposed to be starting here as Magadan. You know what? Let's just actually jump in and skip past the stuff. I'm gonna unpause, make sure that things are working. Let's see here. Hopefully things are working now, because I did get the alert that one of my mods didn't work with the current version of the game, but I think it was talking about the, what do you call it, some of the map stuff that just cleans that up a little bit. Hopefully we'll be okay. Why is this taking so long to load? I'm wondering if I'm going to have to exit out and then turn off some of my graphics mods, because I think that's what's causing things to drag here, because Hearts of Iron 4 has been running very good for me, certainly like the modded versions of it and whatnot. So let's just try to unpause. I don't know about this. Going a little... kind of looks okay, but I don't know. I guess, you know what? Okay. You know what? If it starts to drag, I'll exit out and switch to graphics mods. I think we're actually okay there. Also, because in March, it looks like we're going to be going heavily back into Hearts of Iron 4. Heavily back into Hearts of Iron 4. I'm actually going to have to kind of go to the transition screen whenever we make a save file. Because I've got some state secrets in hiding in the save files right now, so y'all can't see it just yet. Hold on, I gotta clear some space here on my desk. Okay, so I'm going into this totally blind. I've been told repeatedly that it's supposed to be extremely simple to get West Alaska, so it shouldn't be too difficult to figure out. Alright. Here we go. It's been a little while since I played in Eastern Siberia. Actually, I think I haven't played in Eastern Siberia since my original Hearts of Iron 4, The New Order game. Alright, so here we go. Let's get some background. Time for some awesome, exciting reading. I'm going to skim this. I won't be reading every single thing like I do in my pre-recorded series. I hope nobody minds that. Okay, so this guy, Mikhail come on now. Mikhail Matovsky was an enthusiastic member of the Russian Fascist Party. He, the old man who had lost Russia at the hands of the Reds. Fascism was a modern ideology, a rejection of decadent liberalism and unnatural socialism. It seemed to Matovsky the way forward. Russia would be made strong. The Soviet Union crumbled. They came forth and began the Great Crusade to liberate Russia. Konstantin Rodovsky, so this guy here, brought doubt to Matkovsky's mind. The so-called Vzod of the Russian Fascist Party was an amoral brute. When Germany invaded Russia, the RFP wrote sympathetic letters of praise. No, Radovsky could not be trusted to save Russia, and so Matkovsky began to plot with the help of Nikoplay Petlin, a man known as Hardman for his ties to the Russo-American community. Matovsky waited. In the late 50s, there was a feudal war to conquer the Central Siberian. There was a republic. There was strains of fighting. Matovsky enacted his plan. Magadan was seized, along with a lot of the RFP's invasion force. The thugs were pushed back to Amur, deprived of the critical port of Magadan. Okay, so these are both fascists here, except this guy simps for the Germans, and this guy actually cares about Russia. That's what I'm getting here. Rodzayevsky. That's how. Rodzayevsky. You know what? I think you're absolutely right, Irop. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Hey, J-Dog. He presses on. Only he has the strength to save Russia from anarchy. Features appeal to America's white immigrant community to garner support and assure success. Deal with the Mad Vzod in Amur and the decrepit white junta in Chita to unite the Far East against Bolshevism. Begin the reunification of Russia under the true Vzod. Okay. Okay, got it. I got it. So these guys are, you're right. You're completely right. These are national, so these guys are not fascists. They're national socialists. We are fascists. And there is a difference. Okay, region info. This just kind of gives you the lore stuff here. Yeah, so basically what you have to know about the East is that this guy, Yagoda, I'm guessing everybody here already knows that this is the Nazi victory Umad and stuff. But so it's my understanding that the concept was that after the war in the 50s, where the USSR tried to take back Moscow and stuff while Germany was having economic trouble, after that failed, Yagoda went to the East, and he's like, you know, I'm the real Soviet Union now. Nazism is a type of fascism anyway. You're right, Tyler fan, but like it's there are differences. National Socialism is, for example, much more racially minded. Anyway, so then after he fled, he tried to take on the Central Siberian Republic. He lost, and then everything started to break apart. So like we've got Konstantin Rodva. You know what? I need to write it down. Where's my I need a pencil. It's pronounced Rodzayevsky. 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 Alright. Tried to do it. Didn't happen. It collapsed. And whatnot. And then you've got like a bunch of just this open area up here, which is there's nothing. These guys are eventually gonna, you know, fall together under Alexander Men. And then you've got like Chita, which is the white movement under Mikhail, who they're forcing to be the Tsar. And then right now, Sablin is in the middle of a fight against Irkutsk. He's leading a mutiny. Sablin was actually the first ever nation I played in TNO. I picked him by random number generator, and a lot of people seem to think that he's the best ending for Russia. And so it was kind of a wholesome series of streams. Anyway, I'm too quiet. Can you? Are people having trouble hearing me, or is it just Seisman? Anybody? Anybody? Or is the mute? You know what? I think it's that the music's too loud because I had it turned up for a different thing. Okay. So let's start figuring out what the heck the deal is here. First thing, national spirits. We are the heirs of Harbin. Stability is down, but factory output's up. Fascist splitters. The fascists in Russia used to be united, free from civil strife. Okay. So we get more attack, better recovery rate, more recruitable population factor. We are the gateway into Russia because we have our port, so that increases our political power gain, and also the trade deal opinion factor. And we have the port of Magadan itself, which increases our dockyard output, dockyard construction speed, and production costs. Okay. The most left ideology in our nation is 6% authoritarian democracy. Everybody else is a despot, national socialist, or a fascist. Good stuff. Good stuff. Alright. So this is Mikhail Makovsky. He is the result of the heart, which increases our recovery rate. Alright. Well, we're not going to read up too much on him because we're going to switch him out later. Now, I don't think we're going to be able to start going full mercenary until we get over here with mercenary force. Okay. Gluzman's asking if I could do a Democratic Comey as a live stream instead. One live stream at a time, Gluzman. We're going to do this one right now. Okay? Let's see here. Okay, what do we got going on here? We probably should do some sort of land operations stuff. Although I don't know if we're going to get bonuses for certain ones later. So let's kind of go through here. Okay, it looks like these are generic land doctrine research bonuses. Okay, good. Good. Industry, factory repair speed. My god, what is up with these research times? Oh, very bad. Oh, it's because I'm on elite difficulty. Whoops, that's because I was playing some elite last night on my own time. Alright, hold on. Sorry about that. Okay, Tyler Fan says, hey CHD, did you know the devs will change the left-wing ideologies? They will get rid of authoritarian socialism and lib socialism and replace it with communism, meaning Leninist socialists, and socialism, meaning non-Leninist socialists. No, I did not know that. Because they don't want to think that libsoc is good and authsoc is bad. Well, I guess it's all how you apply these things. Alright, here we go. Back to Magadan. Alright, let's go to regular difficulty. Yeah. Hopefully me saying that I was playing on Elite last night doesn't give away what I've got coming up. Some of you people who are deep cut subscribers know what this is. Oh my gosh, we're 60 minutes in. I haven't even really gotten started. Let's go. Let's get moving. Let's get moving, people. Alright. Okay, true heir of Harbin. Cody Cass, what's the name of the stream? Do you think that I'm gonna do Warbill? Alright. Let's see here. We're gonna do... Let's see, we got electronic engineering here. Yeah, research speed. Let's get that early. Skyboy says just take it easy. CHG. What do you... yeah, no, we're just gonna play on regular, not elite. Okay, so Sablin will be a communist no matter if he goes authoritarian or Leninist, because he's a Leninist in both. I see. We've only got one factory! Damn, that sucks! Oh, it's hard out here in the east. Okay. 3 divisions, that's it. That's all we've got. Oh boy, that's a problem. Okay. All right, well let's get ready to take on Werebell first. Let's go with that or something. Okay. Thank you, Michael Kelly, for bringing it up. Alright, so some people are saying that the game audio is too loud. I'll go ahead and try to fix that. Okay, how do I sound now? I hope it's better. You know what I could also do? I could come over here. Oh my gosh, why is the master volume up so much? Oh my gosh. Alright. Alright. Okay. Now, if the game audio has gotten too quiet, we're just hearing a lot of gaps or something in me speaking, please let me know, everybody. Alright, I think we can go ahead and unpause now. It's like revving up the car. Here we go. The last of the true. You know what? Here's what we gotta do. We're going to, let me just go and pour myself a mug of water real quick. Alright, hold on. Okay, just as getting myself some tea here. This is possibly the best Russian warlord. Yeah? Yeah, people are always asking me who I think is the best Russian warlord country to play as, or who's my favorite character, and I just always say, like, I haven't played them all. I actually still have not played any game in Central or Western Siberia. I already know, or I'm pretty damn sure, which countries I want to play there as. So that's cool. Alright. Matovsky steadied his glasses against his nose, peering down at a piece of paper. A list of Rodzayevsky's suspected loyalists. Decaying American newspapers. Doorbell rang. Okay. Sergio A, Bruno B, Nicholas C. Snuffing them out from the history of the fascist party. He decided he would dance to the memories of Harbin. He turned it on and let the good times roll. The Vazad has a lot of work to do. Okay. Yeah. Guys, you got... Okay, look. I don't know how to say this without being rude. But can we please stop having every single time I start up a new live stream in Hearts of Iron 4, or I do a pre-recorded series even, only thing I'm seeing in episode 1 is people telling me that I need to play something else. It's like, oh, cool, we're doing Republic of West Alaska. Hey, you need to be playing as Spears Germany, though. Or, oh, hey, can you do Bennett's America? Or, oh, yeah, I know that we're starting a new series, and this is going to take up like 20 hours of your time, or maybe even more. But you know, you really got to do Vyatka. Vyatka's super underrated, and you know, it's like, can we just appreciate the things that we're doing while we're doing them? Thank you very much. All right, let's continue now. By the way, this that's Cody saying we broke him. That's me broken. That's what I sound like when I'm broken. I'm a very calm person when I'm broken, I guess. Alright. We want to get scavenging for some loot here, or do we want to just get preparing a raid? Alright. Building the wastes. News of horror drifts from the west. German terror bombings, bandit raids, and wars fought by Russians against Russians. But Magadan is remote and sheltered. Due to the distance, there's not much. Matkovsky will change that. We're going to travel the streets. We're going to find workers. We're going to build roads. We're going to build workshops. We're going to build factories. Matkovsky will let no faith in him go to waste. Great. Let's see here. Oh, hey, King Cobra. That's great. We're just going to go ahead and put you in timeout. So, that is fantastic. Hold on, I'm trying to put you in timeout. That is fantastic. Thank you very much, King Cobra. Now, you want to talk about breaking me? Let's talk about breaking me. So, you know what this live? One of the reasons I wanted to do this this live stream today, because not only am I going to be playing some Hearts of Iron 4 TNO Magadan into the Republic of West Alaska, we're also going to be playing a little bit of whack-a-mole with people who won't shut the fuck up about telling me about whatever issues are going on in the TNO dev team. Now, let me tell you something. I don't know what's going on. I frankly don't care what's going on. As long as the mod continues to have a certain kind of quality to it, I'm somebody who can separate the art from the artists. Now, I get messages every fucking day from people telling me the devs are actual in real life Nazis. Oh no, it's not actually that the devs are Nazis, it's that Nazis are doxing them. Oh no, it's not, we don't hate the devs because they're Nazis. We hate the devs because there's women on the team. No, we actually, this is what's going on, and blah, 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 blah. I don't know what's going on because you know what? I'm just getting DM'd a constant stream of shit. There you go, Colin. Misinformation, of contradictory bullshit. I don't know what's going on. I don't want to look into it because I'm never going to find out. And you know what? It's not my business. I don't give a fuck. It doesn't affect me. It's my understanding that, and some people are like, oh no, some devs are resigning, so now you can play TNO again. I don't give a shit. I'm a wrestling fan. You know, I know what Benoit did to his family, and I can still watch his shit. Now, is any of this true? Maybe none of it's true. I don't know. And again, I don't care. What I care about is that people keep fucking bothering me every day, every night. Just fucking like, I'm just trying to play, for Christ's sake. I'm not on the dev team. Why are you telling me this? I don't know who Mountain General is. Somebody's referencing Mountain General. I don't know what that means. Look, I don't care. All right? And I've made community tabs about this. I've talked about this in pre-recorded campaigns. I've talked about this in live streams. So here's what we're going to do. I know that my TNO live streams get a lot of people. So what I'm going to start doing is, if people are bringing this shit up, I'm going to be timing them out the first time. And then I'm going to be banning you the second time. Because now it's starting to interfere with my personal shit. Because I'll be on Discord. I'm like, last night I'm hanging out on Discord with my friends. You know, and then I'm getting pings, and I'm going, is one of them like okay, we're playing games together, is somebody like are we trying to scheme something on the side while we're playing a board game or whatever? And no, it's these fucking strangers deciding to ping a YouTuber and bother me about crap that I don't care about and doesn't concern me. And so it's getting really, really fucking annoying. You know? So just leave me alone. Yeah, I'm just trying to grill. I'm just trying to game. My official position is I don't care. I'm assuming that everybody's lying. And then, fuck, what else was I going to say? Oh, yeah. And I had a dev who I have been talking to tell me that, because I was saying, oh, hey, developer, I want to play this particular nation in TNO, and I know that you worked on it. So let's talk about that. And I'm like, I'm so excited to play it. And then this person tells me, I don't want you to play it right now because of all the shit that's going on. Like, they actually told me not to play something they had worked on because they're afraid of it being, you know, mixed up in all this bullshit that's happening, which I don't know. And you know, and you guys can, and if you guys want to go in the chat, oh, but Conquering History Games, you don't understand, this is what's really happening. No, I don't want to fucking hear it. So you know, I'm just assuming everybody's lying, and I don't care. Like, all credibility from everybody has been lost because I get so much contradictory shit. Drop a like. You're calling me based? Drop a like. That's how you can say I'm based. Skyward Sword is being ported to the Switch. Will you play it? Now, that's too controversial to talk about. But anyway, seriously. Yeah. Let's get going. Let's get going now, shall we? So if anybody, you know, yeah, like anybody who starts typing in the chat, but this is what's really happening, you're gonna get timed out, then you're gonna get banned. It's like I've talked about this before when I've played in China, you know, during like Warlord era China. We're gonna not like we're never gonna really know a lot of the true history of what went on during the Chinese Civil War, both before, during, and after World War II, between the Kuomintang and the Communist Party, because there's so much propaganda and shit flinging and contradictory accounts going on. That like we're never gonna know what's happening, what happened back then, until we get the time machines that can go by. Now I'm sipping my thing. Let's see here. All right. Whew. Oh, that tea is good. The modern Bogatier. Little known as this enigma. Oh yeah, this is the guy. He's like just traveling the Russia wastelands and bringing justice. I'm not quite sure if this is actually supposed to go to or something. Here's what we're gonna do. We got war planning. We can invest in infrastructure. I like these industrial investments. Like, it's, you know, 75 political power to get 33%, 33% additional factories, because we only have 3 right now. Let's see here. What are we gonna do? We are going to... I don't know what to do. I never knew. Let's see here. What's my favorite Metal Gear Solid? Well, I haven't played them all. From a gameplay perspective, though, it's probably gonna be... I'd probably say... it's Phantom Pain, but for a story, I'd say number 3, Snake Eater. That's yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna go with. But I haven't played them all, and I'm not an expert, and it's been many years since I did play them. All right, we're standing in the chilly air. Yeah, so we're just gunning down people. We're purging people, you know. Let's see here. Actually, Metal Gear Solid 3 was the first Metal Gear Solid game that I played. Let's see here. Oh, I don't know what to do. You know what? Yeah, let's do the industrial investments. It's gonna increase. You know, it's gonna. If we're going from 3 to 4, it's the best we'll ever get. So. Night terrors, the stench of sweat, the fear of degenerates incapable of standing up themselves. Another communist spy seized from his kin. The Japanese paid good money for live detainees. The men of the RFP didn't care what their masters wanted the prisoners for. Only the money was good. Every disappeared Bolshevik trash meant more guns, more weapons, everything for the National Revolution. Petlin's uniform was crisp, proper. He savored the occasion, the moment, the instant where hope of escape died in each prisoner's eyes. Some resisted until their turnover to the Japanese. So this is our foreign minister, by the way. But most of the rest eventually gave in. Empty eyes for human shells. Afraid, cowering. Their lives in Petlin's hands. It felt good to be Rodzavinsky's point man. He was judge and arbiter. He would find all that disobeyed the Russian No! He awoke, drenched in sweat. He had never gone and helped in the kidnappings. Only heard rumors. Only... Petlin sat on his bed. Lydia gone, probably to the restroom. Heart beating, memories of Harbin, fading and vivid in his mind. He had known the RFP's worst thugs. Petlin had known what they were up to. He had done nothing, mainly out of apathy. He had believed back then, thought the Zod could do no wrong. Petlin knew he shared in the guilt. He stood and shook his head. Perhaps he could not atone, yet he had to try. A past only half buried. Whoa, whoa. Get ready for me to make that joke a million times. So we can start preparing raids now, which is fun. What the heck is Alden? Does this even... Yeah, they don't even have a focus tree. So that tells me that they're a bunch of chumps and chumpettes that we could very easily raid, I think. So let's do that. By the way, everybody, place your bets on who is going to win between... In this corner, we have Genrik Yagoda, leader of the President of the East Siberian Soviet Union. And in this corner... The man with the plan! The big Chungus Keanu Reeves 100% wholesome Valerie Somlin! Who you got? Let me know, chat, who you got? Alright, Bormann has been named the successor to Hitler. Alright. Alright. Okay, now, it looks like what's nice about these is these are all pretty short. We're actually going to go with these Siberian farms first so we can get that improving, because that's kind of a passive thing, so the sooner we can get it going, the better. Wait, why can we not do... Oh, they don't even have any gold. Okay, so who's the Sakha Republic? These guys? Yakutia under Georgy Bashrin. Fine, we'll go after him then. The Wastes of Magadan. We cannot allow ourselves to be outcompeted by our rivals. We need to industrialize. We need to attract potential foreign investment. Let's get to work. Yeah, Yagoda is the safe pick. Having said that, we might have a little encirclement here going on. Let's see here. Make as many Metal Gear jokes as y'all like. Oh. Colonel, I'm trying to conquer Siberia, but I'm dummy thick. Good Enough Gamer says, I was wondering if you were going to do a pre-recorded series of TNO. Yes, I already have recorded an entire Burgundy campaign, and that's going to be going through most of the month of March, I think. Let's see here. What we're going to do is we need to prepare the raid. Dang it, somebody else already took their loot. Fine, we'll do it against Amur. Everybody's looting each other so fast. Or they're spending it, I don't know. Your face to face with the man who sold the... Maybe I should grab my guitar and play some David Bowie. Nah. Oh, let's see. An American visit. Oh boy, here we go. A boat has arrived from Kamchatka carrying an interesting passenger, an American tourist. People do not usually come to visit Russia from the outside, especially Americans. After all, no one likes visiting war-torn wastelands, especially the spread-out and frigid Far East. He probably won't even last a week without freezing to death unless we help him out somehow. We cannot let a naive American die in the wilderness. The least we can do is provide shelter for a few days. Perhaps Matovsky could even meet with him. Being an American, he could be useful for reaching the leadership of the United States. We have always wanted a closer relationship with the Americans, so why not start now when we have one right here? Metkovsky even believes he has connections to the CIA. What fortune! Besides, it would be a good way to show hospitality. The American ought to be impressed when he meets the true Zod of the Russians. No matter what, it would make a good impression and will help us stand out besides all the other warlords surrounding us. However, maybe it could be a better and safer idea just to give him a general tour around Magadan. Letting him see the town will show him the true way of life in Russia better than any meeting with Matkovsky. Besides, the Vazad is a busy man, and he may not enjoy wasting his time with a potentially worthless American. So, should we give him a tour of the town, or should Matkovsky invite him to a drink? Alright. So I'm going to be periodically making live streams, or not live streams, save files. You know, it's a live stream, it's a little more casual, and it's because we're going for a specific path, and that way I can just go back, if there's a, if I make a misclick or something. Unfortunately, I have to go, sorry about this, guys, I have to go to the whoops, wait, no, hey, check, hey, I didn't mean to click over to this screen, but yeah, this is the kind of good stuff you're missing if you're not catching out if you weren't catching out the Mao's Legacy live streams. We have a lot of fun on the live streams when we're not playing Hearts of Iron 4. I definitely encourage people to come by. Anyway, let's get back to the thing. All right, so, yeah, we're going to send him to Matkovsky, find the best vodka we have. Alright. So, here we go. 3 a.m. in Australia. No, that wasn't Dang. Actually, if you want, well, we do have Sun Yat-sen. You see, Sun Yat-sen, he's got a little bit more of a dad bod. You know, he's older. He's the, yeah, and he's dead by the time we were playing Mao's Legacy. So, anyway. That's Sun Yat-sen. We could scavenge for some loot. I don't know. Let's see here. Can we, how much, we really do not have much in the way of infantry equipment. Let's see, we need 520 there. We've got 610 here. I don't know. Let's try to get 1 unit training. And there goes all our recruitable population instantly. Dang it. Entry 2. Meeting with Matkovsky. I had a meeting with Magadan's Vazad today. Mikhail Matkovsky. He seemed pretty fun and offered me some almost not awful vodka. But overall, the experience was rather strange. He kept asking me about my connections to President Nixon and the CIA, weirdly enough. Maybe it's my hair? After I told him I was just an average American, he seemed a bit disappointed. Then I told him about how life was in America and what I was doing in Russia. Wait, no, is this Big Boss here, or is it somebody else? Anyway, so I told him I was a university student back home and I had come to visit so I could explore Russia and maybe have a little bit of fun and adventure instead of my boring life back home. I don't know what he said after that, but I think it was something along the lines of how I'll be shot by the first bandit that gets anywhere near me. So, oh well. Then I had a few more drinks and proceeded to tell him my dad was an astronaut on a secret mission to Venus, as well as back in the war he had killed 100 Japs with only a pistol. In reality, he's a mechanic and always has been. Matkovsky seemed to enjoy the story, however, though I don't know how much of it he understood. My Russian isn't the best. After our meeting, he gifted me this enormous bearskin. I guess I should wear it. I already think I'm fine without it, as I have my own fur coat, but I accepted it anyway. It's very warm. Next, I'll be heading up to Yakutsk to see what is going on there. At least he had fun? So somebody correct me if I'm wrong, because I've seen references to this guy before. So this is like just a series of events where the guy is traveling across Russia, but like you only get one of his events in every different country. You know what I'm saying? So like this was entry 2, but entry 1 is when you play as the United States. So he goes to the United States, then he goes to Magadan, and then he's gonna, you know, keep moving. You guys know what I'm talking about? Has anybody ever, like, taken a screenshot of every single entry he gets to, like, get the full story? Like, that's a really interesting concept, like a traveling event. Because does anybody know if anybody's done that? Because if not, maybe I can, like, take some time to... That's how it works? Entry 1 is Kamchatka? Okay. Well, if that's the case, what I think I might do is I might do something where like I pull up all the events and maybe I'll make a video where I read through them all. That'd be fun. Oh, somebody already did it? Oh, you can send it to me. Cody, you can do that. You can DM me. Yeah. Anyway, this is the guy on the radio when he arrives in Comey. I think so, yeah. Yeah, somebody send me that, please. That would be very fun. Maybe I'll still just do a dramatic reading of it. It'll be fun. A fun little video. Alright. Let's keep moving, shall we? What's my Discord? Go to the New Order Discord. Somebody posted this stream in my. Oh wait, no, that's gonna work. Go into the general discussion of the TNO subreddit, and I made a post at like 8:27. Look right there. Anyway, so and then you could like just send me a DM via that. So in the name of small change. I don't have anything else, the traitors said. The union wasn't perfect. At least they'd not hired grown children to boss people around in fascist uniforms. Scrawny man, Vlad the boss. Come on, Bogdan. Business had been slow since the fall of the union. I'm so glad that you decided to run. You're one of our favorite customers. Till later, Vlad. Wait a minute. He found his family safe and locked it. Gun and his late wife's jewelry. Oh, man. Oh, so he's getting the fascists are shaking down people. So this guy just had to give away his late wife's, his dead wife's wedding ring. Terrible, terrible. We need a game theory episode of Steve. Jeez, I haven't seen game theory in years. Alright, let's go ahead and initiate this raid, shall we? Get the loot. Die, Amor, die! Wait, did we not initiate the thing? What's happening? Tribute paid. They caved in. That's right, you little bitch! Rodzayevsky. More like Rodzabitchsky. Huh. About Burgundy, did I find it disturbing? Well, I think it'd be pretty obvious how I felt about Burgundy, but you guys will get my reactions as I go. I will say, I think the worst event is the thing when the baby gets born, and then it's from the mom's point of view. I shouldn't even spoil it, never mind, but I think you guys know what I'm talking about. Okay. What do we want here? We're already, are we improving? Okay, we're about to improve industrial expertise, but there's also the, oh my god. Sorry. This is why I go... Okay. Okay. Now. What I think we're gonna do... is... This is going to improve the industrial expertise, which is here. So, you know what? We either need... I think we need to take care of our academic base because it's actually actively getting worse. Can I do something with that? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, sorry, it's because somebody pinged me through Steam. That's what I get for being online while, that's my own fault. Like, I have other Steam friends. It's happened before. I got to... Hello there, Porky. I need to... That's what happens when I forget to go offline when I'm streaming or recording. But we're in the middle of the game, so we're not going to do that now. Alright. Oh my gosh, shut up! Oh, jeez. It's alright, Porky. Now then. I guess we're just waiting for events to happen. Appearing offline does not stop it. Really? In my... Well, it's like somebody's not going to ping you if they see you're offline. Alright, yeah, so... I guess let's just keep getting factories. Well, we're already doing the industrial stuff, but... Gosh, I'm almost tempted to do the thing where we get manpower. Some stability might not hurt either. Yeah, right, my phone's going off. It's a million things. It's one thing or another. External investments. Invest in infrastructure. Not the worst idea, maybe. No, let's just wait the 17 days so we could get the industrial investments. Let's also scavenge for some loot. What computer mouse do I have? It's such a satisfying click. This is one that came free with a keyboard I got like 4 years ago. The keyboard was really shitty though. But this is called, let me see, this is called Cooler Master Devastator 2. Yeah, so it came with the keyboard. The keyboard was crap. But the mouse has been very good. Yeah, it does have a nice click. Yeah, I know I can play the game with Steam in offline modes because I forgot to do it. I know. It's what I'm saying is I don't want to exit the game and then come back in. You know. Let's see here. Yeah, Sablin looks like he's doing all right. He got that encirclement. I know people went for Yagoda, but I guess you didn't believe in the power of big wholesome Chungus Reddit thing, whatever everything it's called. All right. 68 viewers, come on. Oh, trying to get to the magic funnies number, sex number. It's funny for, you know, anyway. So, Katerina saw her father sit down at the entrance of their house. She found him clutching his temples as if a hair-splitting headache was tearing him apart. It wasn't the first time she noticed her father tending to, hold on. I'm dealing with something in the other monitor. Okay. Great. It wasn't the first time she noticed her father tended to linger outside for a bit before entering their house. Now as the sun was setting, its orange light aged his features beyond the man's already formidable years. He had joined the party since its first days in Harbin, and was a veteran of the anti-Bolshevik front. People from inside the party, further up in the hierarchy, called her father Vlad the Tall, in mockery of his height. Outside the party, they called him a thug, a criminal, a robber vested with an RFP uniform. Sometimes he could see his reputation manifest itself when he met his neighbors. Small business owners, shopkeepers, and the fishermen of the port looked at him with a mix of fear, repression, and disgust. Anytime any of them dared to cross Vlad's path, however, they scurried away almost immediately when he drew his gun, a trusty Nambu he had kept by his side for years, again since the days of Harbin. In Katerina's eyes, however, she did not find a monster in the figure of her father, standing as a single silhouette against the dying day. He felt his mask lasp and vanish every time he spoke a word to her. The icy, reserved, aloof, harsh, and cold attitude melted, revealing beneath him, if not a decent man, a husk of one. She ran out the door and caught her father's hand, surprising him. "It's dinner time," she said, a smile across her face and words. An image of a man painted in different shades. Whoa, whoa. Okay, so we are capable of action and reform, but with limited success. Every soldier of Magadan shall be a spearhead of Matkovsky's crusades. So Yuri Vitvitsky will become a winter specialist. So which one of our generals is that? This one. This is our infantry leader. Cool. Let's see. Yeah, don't worry about it too much, Cody. I'll take a look around for it as well. You know, you guys are trying to get the concurrent viewers to get to the funny Reddit 69 number. You know what could work is if you focused on getting the like bar to 69. Then you wouldn't have to worry about it going up and down. You could keep it at 69. Hello there, Mushroom Man. Alright, let's keep investing in these factories. Oh, that's right, there's a cooldown period. Damn it. What do we want to do then? Maybe some stability? Yeah, you can get to the stability. Alright. So, while we're in part one, what does everybody think, who does everybody think is going to unite each of the areas, including East Siberia? Who do you think is going to manage to successfully do that in this campaign? But also, who do you got in the West? Is it going to be the Aryan Brotherhood? Is it going to be Komi? Is it going to be the West Russian Revolutionary Front? Is it going to be somebody else? How about in the West Siberia? Who do we got? Who do we got here, huh? Is it going to be Omsk? Is it going to be, you know, Yugra? How about Central Siberia? It's Tomsk, but it doesn't know. Tomsk is looking big, but we've seen them lose plenty of times before. Are they going to split later? Who knows? Alright, we're inspecting. One soldier was too fat, the other was malnourished. The third was too short, the fourth didn't have his uniform buttons done up right. They all had the few uniform, but it seemed as if they simply borrowed bits and pieces from their peers, as a lot of them didn't fit. They were equipped with weapons, they've been outdated. It's a sorry state of affairs. These are the men who guard the capital. What do those on the front lines look like? How do you think we will overcome Rodzayevsky, let alone retake the entirety of Russia? I don't care what the solution is. I want you to find it, and I want to be briefed by this time tomorrow. Alright. Okay. Alright, so. Preliminary arming. We get another factory. Yeah, let's do that. Sooner the better. Rising tensions in Alexei's joint. Oh, here we go, here we go. 3 listless men entered into the bar, new arrivals in Magadan. They were Wurbel's men, heavily armed and heartily paid, professional soldiers that hailed from all corners of the world. They had too much free time. At first they and the locals got along quite nicely, which is to say they did not interact much at all. Only silent nods and scarce eye contact bridged the difference between the group. The uneasy truce did not last long. The listless men flirted with the girls behind the counter, and the locals did not like it. Standing up, they shouted profanities at the mercenaries in a language they did not understand. It did not take long for the soldiers to unholster their pistols and threaten the locals. It only took a minute before one of the mercenaries accidentally fired a shot, resulting in a dead civilian who was only found hours later after the rioting that had ensued. The locals, instead of being driven back by gunshots, charged the armed men, using broken bottles and chairs to attack the new arrivals. Wurbel's mercenaries, dispatched as a backup for the new arrivals, got involved shortly. The party's police, who intervened to stop more bloodshed, were met with a rain of bullets and jagged glass. After a dozen dead civilians and 24 more wounded, the riots were finally put down by force. The 3 mercenaries were immediately tried and sentenced. The party's police, for their part, did their job. After 2 hours. A premonition, perhaps? Alright. Infrastructure. I don't know, maybe we should just keep saving up the political power for the most part. Like, there's just some stuff I don't care too much about. Because we're going to need political power later. Whoa. Whoa. Alright, an ultimatum. We have received an ultimatum from from Yakutia. Oh, really? I got something for their ass. Okay. They are demanding that we hand over a tribute of loot or else they will raid us and take it from us anyway. We are an impasse to decide. This is basically the looting mechanic, so I'm not going to be reading these out every single time. But we're going to say that they need to go fuck themselves. We will not back down so easily. Begins the border war. Alright. What the heck? Why are they not? Oh, we gotta get in position. Oh, this is a problem. We've got to get more recruitable population. You know what? Damn it, I hate to do this. But we've got to... Where's the manpower? We got to train our troops. Let's see. Get him, Guzman. Get him. Yep, we're going to lose now. Because these guys aren't in freaking position because I can't cover the whole front. Ah... We're currently losing. Battle's going to be less than a day. And now we're going to get screwed because we didn't have a front line. Winterized gear, or we could acquire advisors. Yeah. Various people have dwelled here. Troops with local interpreters. We're going to go and establish contact with the natives. Damn it all. Really hate to see it. Okay. What do we want to do here? Political campaigns? No, you know what? I'm not interested in any of these. We're about to get screwed. All right. Dun, dun, dun. The Buryat Autonomous Soviet Socialist Republic has defeated the Presidium of the Supreme Soviet in the war. Sablin wins! Alright. So, who had Sablin? Who had Sablin winning this? Alright, Lonely Lights. On the surface, Sergei Dmitrievich Sodiatovich was not a dangerous man. He was in his office. He considered lighting up some stuff. Leaning down, Sergei almost dozed off before a thought knocked his skull. Why did he do this? Resistance to the party was minuscule. Put aside his worries, a knock sounded. Sergei stood to answer it. Whatever. Yeah. So much for Yagoda, huh? Dun, play the music. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, it looks like our guys were able to get in position, so now we should win, and that's going to give us some nice political power. Cody says he shouldn't have won. What are you trying to say? You saying I cheated? You saying I worked this? Buryata. So now we've got big, wholesome Chungus Sablin Reddit moment in charge. And that's great. Good luck to him. I don't think we're going to have to... Wait, do you guys think we're going to have to fight him at some point? Nah. Alright. So, we won that raid. Let's get ready for another one. We're going to be going after Amur again, just because. Fuck them, that's why. I know I try to usually not curse, but this is TNO. Maybe he'll be happy just sitting around there and we won't even have to fight. Oh man, I can't wait for the chat to turn on me when Sablin and I go to war. We have to destroy Sablin? No! Radical techniques. Let's start improving our army's professionalism. By the way, let's check that academic base. Good, that's going up. Wish we could do something about the poverty rate. Martin Rodriguez says, who would win, a compassionate Soviet leader that cares about his people, or a weird-ass KGB potato man? The answer is clear. Yeah. The heart of darkness. What are these guys up to? calling me traitors. The reckoning, we'll see about that. We'll see who reckons who. Let's go ahead and initiate our raid. Boom, baby. I said initiate the raid, damn it. There we go. Trading faces. Oh, Amor just caved for a second time. They just are giving it, like, please don't hurt me. Rodza Bitchski, as I've said. We're going to make Tusdos even when it isn't suzerain. Yeah, if y'all aren't checking out my suzerain live streams, you need to be. They're fantastic. Let's see here. Trading faces could be John Wayne. Brothers, look at the Americans who decided to come smuggling in our port. The one from the movies. Well, howdy, folks. The room erupted into jovial cheers and laughter. Many, having been drunken into a stupor themselves, indulged the fantasy. Others simply indulged in a good time. Tom was one such man, playing his part and chatting between beers for much of the night. Today had been a good day, after all. Okay. Excellent. So now let's do... Are we already improving research facilities? No, we are not. But this rating is going fantastic. Good stuff. Let's see here. The People's Revolutionary Council has defeated Mengjiang in a war. War is hell. When will it end? When will that joke end, am I right? When is that reference going to end? Alright. So let's see what's going on out here in the world. Comey hasn't had their election yet, it looks like. The Aryan Brotherhood, we'll see how they're going to do. Well, Vasu, let's focus on first getting Werbel in charge before we figure out what path we're going to take him. The Far East is inhospitable. We got some winterized gear. Let me tell you guys, if you live in cold climates, invest in trapper hats. They're also sometimes known as ushenkas in Russia. You know, the stuff with the, you know, the winter hats with the flaps. They are amazing. They will save your life. Because that's what when that storm came through Texas a couple of weeks ago, I had my handy dandy trapper hat to keep my ears warm, and I was just fine. Also had good boots to keep the water out. That also helps. Should we scavenge for some loot? Sure. It's not like we're spending on anything else. Industrial investments. Oh yes, always. We've already doubled our factory count from the beginning of the year. Yeah. Commie drip. Is that what you call it? Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, because I had to go out both days where the snow was hitting El Paso. Because for those of you who don't know, I work for the United States Postal Service in real life. Unless y'all donate enough in the super chat so I can quit. No, I'm playing around. Anyway, but so I had to go out there because, you know, those damn... Actually, here's a fun fact. Like, have you ever heard that term, freaking, about... what is this? HRRAP. But you know that phrase, neither snow, nor rain, nor heat, nor gloom of night stays these couriers from the swift completion of their appointed rounds. That, unless I'm forgetting something, actually comes from Herodotus's Histories, like the first ever history book that was written. But he was talking about the Persian couriers. So... Because those damn ancient Persian couriers set the standards too high, it's thousands of years later, and I had to freeze my ass off out there. Except I didn't freeze my ass off because I had my nice fuzzy hat. Okay, so behind the screens. The crowd was rejoicing, a rare sight in Russia. The cinemas don't even have levels for their seats. The people below had to compete and shove each other out of the way for a glimpse of the silver screen. Blurry mess of green blobs charging black dogs on the screen. Today's movie was an adaptation of a famous American comic book, Captain America. For Thomas, a connoisseur supreme of the movie industry, this movie was trash. Its projection and audio were even worse than the script. He had found out too late that the lens didn't fit, and he had to prop it in with some tape. The result was a screen infested with a permanent blur, and the crackling, scarce, and incomplete audio made the viewing experience into something fantastical. Mikhail Metkovsky, the Vazad of the Russians, as he styled himself, sat at the front. A charismatic, almost intimidating man, it was almost comical to see him laughing at what Americans would think was garbage. Intelligence, it seemed, did not uplift taste. The hero charged at the enemy, and the brown blots collapsed and tumbled backwards. The crowd cheered, and the air was that of a discordant revelry. Thomas leaned down to pick up his bottle of vodka, only to send it tumbling and spilling all over the floor. He sighed. It's gonna be a long, long night. It's Voed. It's pronounced Vo or Vozed. Vozed or Voed? Good thing about cold climate, we don't have poisonous snakes around Yakutsk. Pretty sure there are vipers somewhere in southern Yakutia. Snake? Snake! Alright, sitting out the winter. Yeah, alright. But how's everybody enjoying the stream so far? Everybody having a good time? Come on, one of you guys scavenge some loot so I can raid you again, you little punks. Well, you know, it's a mod, guys. Okay, so some people in the chat are complaining about like the Eastern Asia area. You know, it's gonna take time. It's gonna take time. You gotta get more stuff going on. You know, obviously everybody has different things. They want more combat, or more content. Like I want more stuff to be happening in India, for example. Thank you, Tyler. Wow, that's what I like to see. Almost every viewer, judging by the ratio, the like to viewer ratio is almost 1-to-1 exactly. What's my answer about Skyward Sword? I don't think I ever played Skyward Sword personally. But it's my understanding that it was people didn't really like it. Let's see, or like relatively to Zelda games, but hold on. Desperate Times unlocks the ability to buy equipment from foreign powers. Hint, hint. Let's see here. It's my understanding though that like people have liked it a little bit more as time has gone by, because some of the concepts that they introduced in there would later get used in Breath of the Wild in a better way. Zili, the Gili click, so he's Vazod. Anyway, Magadan Free Radio, broadcast 1. This thing on? We're live. What the hell are you saying? Trembling on the table, voice taps, 3 taps on the table. Follow the script. An awkward pause. Did you forget to disconnect the microphone? Did you? This is such a fucking disaster. An electrical discharge as the mic was unplugged. The badly mastered songs continued, rattling the first broadcast of the MFR. Or Vozd. Vozd? The audio cut out again. The coarse voice returns. Still a little too close to the mic. Close to the mic, huh? You guys are gonna love this.
Hello, fellow Russians in the Far East. Welcome to my very first broadcast of Magadan Free Radio. Lip smacking. My name is Sergey. I'm the host of the radio tonight, alongside with my friend Vasily.
Sergey's voice trailed off. A few minutes later, he shouted into the mic, lightly blowing out a few eardrums. You guys got 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, 1, 1. Vasily! Vasily took his seat audibly. With a little sigh, he began, "Yes, with my friend Sergey here. We shall accompany you through many, many cold Siberian nights in the future." An affected cheer. "For now, we'd like to thank Mr. Matovsky, the Vozhid of the RFP, for sponsoring this program." For now, let's proceed with the music." Just before the audio turned on again, the smooth baritone said, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" What a way to make a first impression. Popularity of fascism 5%. That was a fun event. That's fun. I really could feel that, you know. You pronounce the ZH is like a German, so it's Vozgd. Vozgd. Yeah. It's their first try. Yeah, they're trying. They're trying. Hey, look, they may be fascists, but they're also just trying their best. Okay. External investments. We could keep investing in infrastructure because we're trying to build this damn thing up here. Goodness gracious, this is going to take forever. Custom super event thing. No. Yeah, there's a few more people in the chat than usual, so it's a little tricky for me to keep track of every single comment. Hey CHD, are you going to be running a new TNO playthrough to replace the Comey videos? Yes, I've got a Burgundy campaign that I've done. I'm gonna try to get that started tomorrow. I might do it Monday though. It's going to depend on how some of my day goes here. Here we go. Relations with America. Through Anastasi Vonsiatsky, we have connections with several influential families and groups in the United States. We can leverage this to gain support for our efforts in Russia. American support for our regime is currently very low. We've also got waning American support. So I guess like every year support will decrease a bit. Alright. Let's see here. So we got to have certain amounts of American support in order to buy different things. We can buy jets? Oh, that is freaking awesome. That's huge. We'd be like the only ones in Russia with planes. Okay, well, let's start investing, right? After Burgundy, do you have plans for another campaign? Tyler fan, I don't want to be rude, but I just told you guys, this is the second time I've said it actually in today's stream, that I've already got a Burgundy campaign up and running. It's going to be long enough that I need to double check how long it is, but basically it's going to take all of March to upload. And then your first question immediately was like, yeah, but you have plans for another campaign? People. There's only so much I could do. I'm already going to have a crazy amount of videos going up in March. I'm going to have a lot of Hearts of Iron 4. You guys are going to love it. But it's like, you guys always want more, you know? Just, I'm only one man. This isn't my full-time job. You know, maybe if it was my full-time job, we can get a little crazy here. But, you know, it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, anyway. So, what can we do here? Saboteurs strike our secured position. So, oh, integrate the mercs. Yes. All right. Is the leader of the fascist emigres in America. Once a close partner, leading him. He's garnered significant support. All right. Yeah, I get it, Quinn. I appreciate it. I'm glad that you guys like my work, but like, I can't... I'm only counting 68 likes, Porky. Anyway, but it's like... Like, if this was my full-time job, I'd probably do something crazy. Like, I don't know, I'd set aside a day. She's like, you know, we're gonna do 8-hour stream, you know, every Saturday or whatever, but it isn't my full-time job. You know, the ad money and the super chats, it ain't at that level, you know. And I want to do more. It's great. You know, there are difficulties that come with being a streamer, but at the same time, at the end of the day, I'm playing video games. But you know, you guys gotta understand. There's only so much I could do. You know. General Abrams goes insane. Hearts of Iron, Darkness, Apocalypse Now style. That sounds pretty cool, Guzman. So let's prepare another raid. Hearts of Iron 4 is not famous enough to have a full-time job on it. No, I think there's some guys. I don't know. There's some Hearts of Iron 4 people who they got like hundreds of thousands of subscribers. I'm sure that they're able to live off of it. But you see, here's the thing. I don't want to be just like a full-time memer. And you know what? Good for the people who do that. But I just don't think I've got the personality for it. You know, to just do one-off videos and make the same epic jokes over and over and over again. I make my own epic jokes over and over again. Freaking... You know, whenever it goes war is hell, you know, go war is hell, da, 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 you know, make that joke 1,000 times. And plus I work by myself. I don't have an editor. I know that there's a lot of other streamers out there that have editors. That, you know, getting that workload off helps a lot. But I wouldn't want to do that. Like, if I had an editor, if I was somebody who was trying to make YouTubing a full-time job, and I needed an editor, I'd want to be able to pay the editor at least, you know, minimum wage, stuff like that. Anyway, the Count of Fascism, furrowing his eyebrows. How has America treated you? Great, brother. America has changed. The intimate gestures, the over-enthusiastic, under-reserved spirit. That greeting, it was all a bit much coming from a fellow Russian. Still drunk in his spirit. It's too small for us. Let's see. You seem to forget. Okay. So the leader of the emigres, he dips his hand into the pocket. This man is a gift from me to you. He showed Matkovsky a black and white photograph of an American in a beret. Tell me more. Do I have chat moderators? A couple. Yeah, I've got a couple. But and at least one of them's here right now. I usually just kind of moderate things on my own. Alright, here we go, guys. Welcoming Werbel, the son of a Tsarist officer in the White Armies, Mitchell Werbel III became an OSS operative during the Great Patriotic War. Among the theaters he served in were then British Burma and former French Indochina. After the war ended decisively in Japan's favor, he returned to America to work a mundane job, before deciding that combat was his calling. Since then, he has served in many conflicts the world over, earning him the fearsome nickname, the Wizard of Whispering Death. Matkovsky has decided it would be in the party's interest to welcome this character of a man into our ranks. Along with him will come his entourage, a collection of mercenaries who have fought across the world and are now looking to fulfill any need for wet work. We will welcome him and his crew to the port town of Magadan. Once there, they will have their work cut out for them. They shall find that there is wet work to do for their heart's content. The world calls for wet work, and we'll answer. Yep, exactly, Quinn. Alright, let's go ahead and initiate our raid now. It's so nice of our neighboring Russian warlords to keep scavenging loot for us to take. Very nice of them. Yep, and then they just give it to me right away because they don't want none. Yeah, no greater good, no just cause. What are you talking about? Of course our cause is just. We will unite Russia. Has Burgundy finally done it? God help us all. Let's see here. We can fund agricultural methods. That could be interesting. We've kind of already got that going. Monthly rate of 2. Can I stack stuff? So, like, right now, the equipment's improving at a rate of 2 a month. So, if I were to import... No, that's for stability. Or, wait. Well, stability and industrial equipment. So, if I did that... Give this a minute. When it's removed... Okay, so let's try to remember. The industrial equipment, it's improving at a rate of 2. In 2 months, let's check back and see if it's better. Let's see here. Guys are reminiscing about the Wallace streams. Yeah. Yeah, so we're just keeping that 5-speed slammed on for a while. In fact, we're probably going to start speeding things up. An ultimatum from Yakutia. Oh, Yakutia. You just don't freaking get it, do you? You're inferior. And now I've got mercenaries on my side. Hold on. Let's get our guys into position. The Wizard of Whispering Death. Hold on a second. Okay, there's a lot going on here. We got to unpause. We're going to not back down, so, you know, they can piss off. They're going to move up there. We should be able to win again. All right, here we go. Werbel. A light curtain of drizzle had descended upon the port of Magadan. The clouds adorned their bodies with steely gray, and the waters of the harbor tugged and pushed their way inland. Their course halted the low-lying sea walls. Amid the piers, rows upon rows of wooden fishing ships lay steady, their hulls quivering in the fierce wind, shallow rain, and restive waves. There was one vessel that stood out among the others, a metal deck with rust coating its bows. The tumultuous air did not even seem to flinch it. Metkovsky, followed by an aide bearing an umbrella to shield him from the downpour, walked forward to this strange vessel. If von Siatsky had been speaking the truth, then there was no question to the owner of this ship. Mitchell Werbel, legendary mercenary, the veteran of 1,000 wars worldwide, an infamous soldier of fortune, the Wizard of Whispering Death. Metkovsky steeled himself to meet this legend of a man, before seeing a figure stumbling out of the ship, staggering toward him. Metkovsky blinked. There was no mistaking it. Yet the figure was Werbel, looking more green than in the photographs Metkovsky had seen of him, a beret hanging precariously from his scalp. Metkovsky tightened his pace, striding forward at such a pace that his aide had difficulty in following him. When he came face to face with Werbel, the man tried to give a clumsy smile, only for it to be mistaken for contempt. "Welcome," Metkovsky said in English. "We have been expecting you, Mr. Werbel." "Privet," Werbel said, "my tovarish." He continued in Russian, mixing it with English words when he had no clue which words to use. Metkovsky, for his part, tried to dissuade him from bastardizing the Russian language, and occasionally a word or two made it through Werbel's manners, but he was inconsolable. What little correct Russian he spoke was sprinkled with generous helpings of fucking and shit. Blushing furiously in anger and embarrassment, Metkovsky finally extended his hand. "Here," Metkovsky said, trying to keep his smile in place, "to the start of a beautiful friendship." Werbel clasped his hand with neither doubt nor comprehension. "Da, tovarish. The authoritarian Democratic Party will now be Soldat Biec Granitz. Michel Werbel III will be the leader. Army experience goes up. Okay then. Alright. Okay. Next up, old money. Speaking of money, what can we do here with America? Support is still very low. Do I want to invest in the infrastructure? Nah. When do I get to boost this some more? How long does it take to recharge? I'm getting raided? What do you mean? Oh, you mean in the game. In the game I'm getting raided. No, I know, and these guys, I'm waiting for them to freaking get over here to stop it, but I don't know if they're going to get there in time. Fact of the matter is we just don't have enough divisions. We don't have manpower right now. Plain and simple. And it sucks. Okay. Let's see. 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 Let Oh, did somebody want me to do some Trudeau fan fiction? No, okay. We already finished it, so no, there's no more. Let's see here. The White Army immigrants love to blame Soviets for bastardizing Russian with curse words. The Civil Rights Bill of 1962 has passed. A turning point in the story of their nation. Token civil rights legislation helps out stability and political power. Didn't think you had it in you, Nixon. Alright, what have we got here? Let's get Ambusher, maybe? Or, no, more attack. Come on, get there in time. Get there, 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 get there. Let's see. Somebody explain the Trudeau fan fiction thing to Tyler fan, please. Time to integrate the mercs. The mercenaries that Warlord brought in are leagues ahead of our current soldiers. How could they not be? After fighting in wars the world over, they are perhaps the most elite force in the Far East, surpassing even the Red Army remnants that the Reds have. They have proven themselves to be a capable asset to Metkovsky so far, and although their loyalty is only as strong as their pay, they may well be worth the money. However, due to their independent nature, these mercenaries have been functioning outside the command structure. They practice much in. We will integrate them into the rank and file. Cooperation with a mercenary like Warlord might be distasteful for some Russians, but the day that Russia can stand on its own is still in the distance. When can I freaking boost the support more? Damn. You know, this training our troops thing is simply too expensive. Alright, there we go. We're fending off the raid successfully now. How long does it take? What are the Legend of Zelda games you want to stream? That's a good question, Guzman. Well, for those of you who don't know, I have done Breath of the Wild recently. And then I've also got some Hyrule Warriors going on. But after that, I don't know about Legend of Zelda, at least for a while, because there's definitely some other games I want to play. They're not, like, in terms of my... Because I try to have one non-historical strategy game going up at any given time. So, for example, I want to play some Nier Automata. I want to do some Fallout New Vegas. And I've got other ideas as well. Enemy is defeated. Thanks for the rifles, losers. Okay, we can scavenge for a bit of loot. Alright, so is Guyana? Yeah, Guyana's at war with the United States. Maybe they'll win, guys. Maybe they can beat all this. Let's see. Alright, mercs have been integrated. Let's talk with the president. The United States of America possesses almost unparalleled industry and military might. Hopefully we can get a fraction of that to support our quest. Maybe it's because we haven't done this, that's why we're not able to do this stuff yet. Has anybody ever seen Vichy France defeat Burgundy? The White Mouse. Ooh, this is fun. Werbel checked his watch. 20 seconds to 10 p.m. Siberian time. He had his radio laid out in front of him, ready to transmit. Before the communication could proceed, however, he ordered all of his men out of the room, preferring to be alone. While the matter was not confidential, he wanted to keep everything private. Tonight was a special night, a time to talk with an old friend, as long as she also held to her schedule, that is. 10 seconds out, Werbel rubbed his hands against his temples. This Siberian business was hard. And Matkovsky was proving himself to be no pushover. Werbel smirked. The damned bastard would have his, due. Fingers on the dial. 2 seconds out. When it reached 10 o'clock, his right hand snapped, finding the frequency that she used. Locking onto it without difficulty, he reached for the microphone and spoke at it. "White Mouse," he said, waiting expectantly for a reply. "Are you there?" "You're late," a kindly, maternal voice replied. Maybe age has slowed you down a bit after all. She laughed. Warbell smiled. On the other side was the White Mouse, one of the Brits who had the backbone to fight in a war and be good at it, and a comrade during all those times where the Americans lost the torch of liberty before falling down a set of stairs to disgrace. Good to see you, wizard. He saw her firm, proud smile behind the radio waves. She's British. I ain't good to see you, wizard. That's a British accent, right? Let me see here. Okay, give me a second. I'll pull up the... Let's work on a British accent. I don't know. She's kindly maternal. I don't think that, like, received pronunciation is going to work. Here we go. Sexiest British accent. Okay, let's give this a listen.
I would hope so.
So if you say something like cheeky, it's more...
Oh, hold on.
Fucking silent.
There we go.
It's because you look like a hottie.
That's Scottish. Here we go.
I don't know where that one's going. So, did it hurt then?
When I fell from heaven?
Oh.
Okay. Let's see here. Likewise, Mouse, Warbell said, kicking back in his seat, the microphone standing precariously on his chest. How is Kamchatka? Is it a shithole too? He felt her frowning at him. Language, wizard, she said, sighing. But yes, there's not much to do around here. Still looking up to Uncle Sam? You know it, she said. I know you've gone indie and all, but the the CIA has a proposition for you. Forget it, he said, fuming. Make no mistake, he liked Nixon. Only a good American could bring America back together, and not those cowardly liberals with their talks of peace, land, and bread. Fucking communists. He just couldn't let it go. I still remember the last time I voted for those no-good The White Mouse hushed him. Shh. We also have taken your concerns to mind. She spelled her plans out for him. His eyes widened. Hell of a plan, Warbell said, laughing. You mad bastards. The shadows grow. Alright. Next up, do we want to... I guess we should probably trade for a little bit of steel. We've got some factories to spare now. But when can we... Let's wait until the president thing is done, I guess. Are you alright there, Christopher? What's wrong? I've never played Metal Gear, so some people must be a little confused. Here we go. Improve American relations. Just gotta keep doing that. Gotta do it all day, every day. See, we still have the successful raid thing on, so we can't do this. Call me Snake. There you go, Fran. Anybody have requests? Let's see. A hunter's view. Nikita strolled into the town of Magadan, confidence invested in every step of his gait. They're guarding entrances. He stole a hide for cash. He bought bullets, provisions, food, medical supplies for a week. He strolled to the edge of town, returning to his home in the northern reaches of Siberia. Another good day's catch. Okay. Whatever. Siberian Bill of Rights. A big obstacle preventing us from receiving support from across the Pacific is our ideology, as the American government is under the impression that we are an oppressive and totalitarian regime like the ones they are struggling to fight against. So we have to portray ourselves in a positive light. We're going to draft basic rights, equal treatment, freedom of expression, freedom of assembly. Regardless of whether we follow this law to the letter, it will be a sign we are eager to reform and we are not the same as the German Nazis, something the USA definitely cares about. So we're going to get some bonuses for 2 years. That's pretty cool. Well, almost 2 years. And then we will it'll increase U.S. support by a large amount. Good, so then we can probably start buying things. Great, great, great. The man in the White House. Convince the man in the White House. He looked on his desk, stacks of papers. The Siberian Bill of Rights. The document contains Petlin's personal ideas to solicit more aid, or at least sympathy from Americans. Now is not the time for his mind to wander. Let's hope this works. So, good. Increasing support, increasing support. We're happy to see it. When am I going to get to build more factories? Come on.
Did you like me saying call me Snake there, Fran? Do you know what kind of things I sometimes had to do out there in the wilderness, doing wet work? The things I had to eat? The things I had to fuck and be fucked by?
Let's see. Alright, so it looks like Guyana's been defeated. Oh, sad day. Isn't that one of the ways that you get Gus Hall or Yaki? It's like you have to start losing everything, including Guyana War. Train our troops. I've got the political power to spare, but it's just so expensive. Okay. Oh, we can prepare a raid on Amor. I love pushing these geeks around. There we go. Finish your sentence, Christopher. Or are you waiting for other people to tell you how to feel? This is far too liberal. This seems almost socialist to me. He puts the set of files down and presses his index finger against it. This is not acceptable. It was inconceivable you would present this to me in the first place. How could you do this? Petlin, the man he considered almost to be a brother to himself, his own foreign minister. Hold on. Sir, if I may explain, Petlin said, freezing his hand before it could correct his tie. The Americans are different from us. We need to... I get your point, Petlin. It's just... This is not what we stand for. When I read your document, I found phrases like the right to assembly, right to free speech. These are dangerous ideas, not fit for Russia. Their rebellious intent practically jumps off the page. What the hell were you thinking, brother? Sir, if I may insist, my ideas can still be useful, not only in convincing the Americans, but the Russians as well. He cracked his knuckles in anxiety. Alright, listen for it. I have faith in the strength of our ideals and convictions, sir. I do. I beg you not to mistake my incompetence as rebelliousness. Metkovsky felt a rare moment of generosity, stretching his arms wide. Petlin, I would never. You have been with us since the beginning, closer to me than even my chancellor. He whispered to Petlin. Now help me with all these. I'm afraid that your brother lacks the skill necessary to convince the Americans. Yes, Petlin said, his voice trembling. I will do as you say. Good. Okay. Good. Now cut back. We can't afford all of this. Make holes and loop them. Dismissed. I like that phrase. I'm going to use that. Make holes and loop them. Dismissed. Sacrifices have to be made. The sacrifices... My God, we're going to unite this country even if we have to establish the principle of free speech to do it. Promise to reform. This is going to be allowed public meetings, helps political power, more stability. It's going to keep increasing our U.S. support. So, awesome. We can start purchasing guns. That's fun. Let's purchase some guns right now, but we want to get to the jets, baby. Can I play Enderal Forgotten Stories? It's a good mod for Skyrim. I've actually never played any of those games, like Skyrim, Elder Scrolls, Oblivion. I don't even know if all of those things are the same game. They might be, for all I know. Okay, cool. Hold on. Let's initiate our raid. Let's see. Are you going to fight, Amor? Come on. Come on, Razabitsky. Razabitsky. Ah, nope. He's still a bitch. Oh, I could do this all day. How much free political power have we gotten from that? Was the third one. We've gotten 75 political power just from bullying Amor. See you later, Tenbray. You have a good day. Or night. Yeah, no day. Yeah, you're in America, I think. Okay, so we were going to check the industry thing. So industrial equipment, yep, monthly rate of 4.0. So it does, in fact, stack. The person who mentioned that in the chat was correct. Let's keep working on our academic base as well. Let's see. Yeah, I think to lose in Guyana, you have to do it on purpose. Like they said, just don't invade because you're trying to go get Yaki or Gus Hall. It's my way, my way, my way. Da, 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 da. Okay, cool. Industrial investment time. This is going very, very well. Is a cute cow. He's Zaya translates to little rabbit or darling. So Rod Zaya Visky is a cute, cowardly, spineless worm. Oh man, I saw this. I started watching this video the other day. A friend of mine was telling me I would find it interesting. But okay, long story short, I'm watching the video while I was eating a sandwich for lunch, and the person was I guess I thought that the person speaking was a woman, but I guess they are a woman, but there was a trans woman, so she was biologically born male, and she started talking about chromosomes. And the thing was, the video wasn't even about herself. It was about J.K. Rowling. But she starts talking about her Y chromosome, and she's like, yeah, I actually really like my Y chromosome. And she just started calling it, like, she's like, I think it's really cute and, like, petite. And she was just delivering it so well. I started laughing, and I started choking on my sandwich, and I almost died. Or I probably not almost died, but I was choking. Like, I was literally on the ground, like, so like the whole little, it's like, oh, my little Zaya chromosome. It was so freaking funny. Anyway, the port of Magadan is one of the biggest Russian naval facilities not occupied by foreign enemies. When the weather permits it, they make stops. So we'll get a dockyard and a radar station. Oh wow, what do you know? The word trans came up and a bunch of viewers left. What wonder what kind of base we have in the Hearts of Iron 4 community. Alright, anyway. What's this? Freedom ain't free. The ice field of Serbia gotta be littered with the blood of Bolsheviks and Yukagigers. Rodzavisky is not my god. He is a bully Nazi and probably a Japanese as well. Rodzavitsky seems like the type to say the N-word during a stream. Yeah. It's like, okay, Cheetah has more in common with us. There's an evolution of diverse emigres. We share a lot in common, both in our ideology and our enemies. Might be difficult due to a lack of an overland connection, but that might stop us from making contact with our new friends in Cheetah. Tyler fan. I don't know. Yeah, I'm just saying. It just seems like, yeah. We had 7 less viewers very suddenly. Whatever. Let's keep making some convoys for now. The Y chromosome is smaller than the X, so it is cuter. There you go. Some things are really cute. Let's see here. We could, what do we want to do here? We could train the troops. No, let's just keep focusing on the industrial equipment, because I'm fine with building up, some extra political power, because we're going to have to start coring things later. He's not a German simp at the end. He stopped simping. The only thing I really know about Amor is I hear he's supposed to be one of the most difficult nations to play, but also I think you could attack Manchukuo and basically the co-prosperity sphere or something. So I don't even know. God bless Uncle Sam. Mason was nervous. Mason? Tell me about the numbers, Mason. That Mason? Mason was out of his depth as the illiterate Russian fashions standing before him. From the honorable nation of America, Mason has come. A bunch of feel-good bromides and legalese, but he guessed that the soldiers needed to respect him first before they would be willing to listen to them. Mason didn't think it was all that impressive considering the things he had seen while working in the agency, but again, cultural and technological difficulties. After a few hour-long and anxiety-ridden minutes, it was finally his turn to speak. He drew back his tongue and lashed it out, throwing the dust off the language he seldom used. Hello, he said. Assume he's speaking in Russian. I'm gonna go ahead and say that this is Mason from Black Ops. As the officer has said, my name is Mason. He grabbed an M1 grenade and held it against his shoulder. This is the grenade. He pointed to a random soldier in the crowd. Fire a weapon. See how fast you can do it. He pointed to a target in the distance. The soldier had to eject his casings every time he fired. Sometimes he resorted to hitting his rifle with his wrist before it worked. Now watch this. He aimed the grenade and fired 8 shots in succession, his streak stopped by the ping of the gun. He laid the rifle beside him, its butt on the ground. And that is American firepower, he said to the awed fascists. Any questions? We get more support equipment and anti-tank equipment. We didn't get rifles when there's a rifle in the event. Whatever. Let's see here. Rodzaevsky has a good character arc in his campaign. I think you enjoy playing him. Well, yeah, I definitely want to play him at least for no other reason than I hear he's about like what I consistently hear is supposed to be the most difficult nations to win as are Amur, the Siberians, you know, the Christians, and who is the other one I hear is really hard. Okay, I can't remember right now, but those are the two that I always hear are very difficult. Amur is supposed to just be like really shitty, and then when you're playing as like the free men of Siberia, you're starting like 2 years later than everybody else, so everybody else has already had time to build up their militaries, build up their industries, and things like that. So it can be quite difficult. Omsk is Omsk difficult? It might have been Omsk. I hear Omsk is like one of the competitors for the most dark timelines. Alright, we can invest in infrastructure here. Current is still low. Really? After we already did all the stuff, so we're gonna have to be improving relations with America for a very, very long time before we can get to where we can buy tanks and jets. Omsk has a difficult mechanic post-regional unification, and if you fail, it's game over. Well, Omsk is probably who I'm gonna play when the time comes for me to play Western Siberia. Now, as for who I'm gonna be in Central Siberia, that's still a state secret. To the honorable claimant to the throne of Russia, we have come to beseech you for your aid against our mutual enemy, the traitor Konstantin Rodzaevsky. No, the letter ought to not be so direct. What if they accepted the treaty? The treaty letter's not ready. Go away. I appeal in the name of our old friendship in the anti-Bolshevik front. As we all know, he found his hand picking up speed. Before long, he would stand and say, "The letter is ready. Come in." So, we're gonna try to like get a sort of alliance with them. Let's improve the relations. That's interesting. Yeah, but Amur is kind of low on my priority list. I've got other things to do. We can buy trucks. Do I need them, though? Not really. Not now, anyway. Industry experts and stuff. Yeah, good stuff, good stuff. Do I want to secure control? Yeah, it's never bad to have more stability. Smuggling routes. Okay, let me go get a refill. What time is it, actually? What are we gonna do here? Let's see here. What am I gonna do? What do I want to do? Let's just keep moving here. So as a heads up, guys, I'm waiting to hear from some IRL friends of mine. I'm gonna be basically a buddy of ours is taking place in a gaming tournament. He's participating in a tournament for a strategy game, and we're gonna watch him together. So I'm waiting for the ping to know when we're gonna go do that. So if I suddenly have to end the stream, that's what it's about. Okay. So, yeah, exactly, Tyler Fan. I've almost been streaming for nearly 2 hours already. And yet we're still in 1962. Yeah, so let's get rid of that. Okay, American support is moderate. All right, we're going. We're moving up. Move it in, move it out. Shove it in, shove it out. Okay, let's see. Put aside our differences. And try to do this treaty of cooperation. I think we could beat them more anyway. They got about the same amount of divisions as us, but we have our mercenaries. Yeah, I know the game initially is kind of slow, but I know it's going to pick up. We're going to be okay. It's going to be alright. It's going to be alright on the night shift. We're going to scavenge for loot. See, I'm also there's a couple of different reasons why I'm always scavenging for loot, but one of them is so that they'll attempt to raid me, and then they're gonna fail because they're losers, and then I win anyway. Oh, cool! We can deploy a new unit now. Very nice. You know what? Actually, I wanted to check something here. I think I hit Shift, and then how do I do this? Shift. Click, and then where's the train button? Oh my god, I'm blanking out. Where do I hit train? Hold on. Treaty of Cooperation. Turkestan has been doing stuff. Here's the treaty the Tsar has sent. They're looking for chinks in the deal, something they could exploit. This is the moment of truth. You exceeded my personal expectations. Is there anything you'd like to add? Deliver this to the representative. I appreciate having at least one competent person in charge of affairs around here. All in today's work. We have a non-aggression pact with them now. Isn't that sweet? Time to divide and conquer. So I think now we're going to actually be going to war here. Thank you very much, my oh my. You have a good day. Yeah, once the wars begin, the game's going to pick up speed very quickly. Anybody who saw my Comey campaign, like, remember I ended up taking almost all of Western Russia in a single episode. That was crazy. Anyway, I was going to... There we go. So I think it's Shift, click. So the army will be exercising until it's fully trained. So awesome, only one... Nice. So I only learned about this morning. If you hit Shift, click on the training... it'll automatically stop. It'll automatically not train the divisions that are already maxed out. So then you don't have to be constantly moving divisions in and out of the army. That's awesome. Oh hey, check out our Field Marshal Bell here. 4 attack, 3 defense, 4 supply, or excuse me, 4 planning speed, 2 skill. He's a media personality. He's a mercenary, which helps with the acclimatization factor, special forces. He's charismatic and a trickster. Definitely going to be our new field marshal. What do we want to do with him? Organization, you think? Ooh, guerrilla fighter's fun. Yeah, the Comey campaign wrapped up this morning. Let's get ready for a raid. Alright, divide and conquer. We're not going to be able to raid because we're going to war right now. Let's see if we can get that little extra political power out of them. Dun, 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 dun. The death of hope. Vasily had lived in Magadan his whole life. They were purged. You're looking for them. See, thank you. Okay. Yeah, so basically Union members were killed by the fascists, and that guy's drinking and remembering them. Pretty effed up, but we gotta Russia to unite. Can't get hung up on these kinds of things. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, initiate the raid. They refuse tribute. Well, well, well. Look who wants a taste for once. The sound of gunfire continues to resonate in Russia. Yeah, we got him. We'll get him. We better get him. Secured position. Broadcast 45. So this is so they've done 44 presentations since the first one. They should have this audio stuff figured out by now. The Siberian hunters sat around a table. On it was a radio, an American brand powered by batteries instead of regular electricity. They had bought this from an admittedly sketchy merchant selling American goods in the port of Magadan. Still, the surface of the thing was shining with polish, a particularly American brand of burnishing that made cheap things look luxurious. They turned the dial to Magadan Free Radio, whose frequency they had scribbled onto a piece of paper earlier. The mix was better this time. As usual, they played Russian patriotic songs, with the Siberian hunters singing and humming along to the melody, despite having no idea as to what the lyrics were. Instead of cutting entirely, the radio quieted as the talk show began.
Welcome to Magadan Free Radio.
A coarse voice with some lip smacking, but not as much as before.
Your only source of news in the Far East. I'm here with my co-host, Vasily.
Hello. Hello. A smooth baritone with some genuine cheer in how we talk now. Tonight is another cold Siberian night, but rest assured, the MFR will go nowhere. What is our subject tonight, Sergey?
I hold in my hand a genuinely genius American invention, Mr. Vasily. A deodorant, truly magnificent.
Sergey the deodorant, making sure to be as audible as possible.
Smell that, Mr. Vasily?
And what does it do, Sergey?
It's just the thing. It blocks body odor.
Sergey stopped as if applying it all over his skin.
This deodorant, imported from America, should fit all you Siberian savages out there in the woods.
The room was silent.
Mr. Vasily, why are you staring at me like that?
It looks like they still need to work on their presentation. Anti-gamer spray. Hey, you know, the $2 they can spend on deodorant that'll last them a month. That's money that could go towards a graphics card. You know, they gotta prioritize things. All right, Siberian Army making progress. Italy wins the Italo-Turkish War. Come on, win this. 3 more days. Oh, John Peters is in charge now. Oh, that's right. Did we get a bunch of new generals? Yeah, whatever. Anti-gamer spray. I don't do aerosol myself. I used to, but I just go with regular, the rub-on deodorant myself. Okay, so time to work on the research facilities, maybe? Okay, let's keep improving American relations. Never stop doing that. Yeah, give me those research facilities. Yeah, oh yeah, I figured you're gonna go mercenary. The spoils of war. Victory! Yeah, guys, can we get 420 likes? Go from funny Reddit number to other funny Reddit number. $2 in Warlord Russia could buy a box or 2 of ammo. Yeah. Making progress. In the months since Metkovsky's scaling inspection of the garrison, NPC Porky, thank you very much for donating to the Siberian Deodorant Fund. Much appreciated. Where's the alert, damn it? Oh, these fucking widgets. There it is. Haha. Into the cognac glass. Clink, 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 clink. Very nice. Yeah, I need a bell. Just, you know, ding, 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 ding. Fight the gamer smell. Give generously. Generously. Do we have enough people to get to 420? We already have more likes than people watching right now. I think it's possible. Alright. So anyway, we got soldiers from abroad. The second inspection, much like the first, was kept as a surprise. After the second inspection, I want to say good job to all of you. So basically, things are looking nicer. The army's getting better. Thank you. Oh. Alright. A mercenary force. While others advocate for a national army with differing approaches to warfare, the most infamous mercenary Wurbel presents perhaps the most audacious plan to reform Magadan's armed forces. He proposes an army beholden not to any national identity, but only to money and pay from the highest bidder. He desires an army of soldiers without borders. If we choose to go down this path, we will invite every mercenary we can with the liquid money from our benefactors in America. The party will permit its current formations to exist in their current form and fill or extend them with mercenaries as they become available. Perhaps the most radical path of army reform, the decision to continue on this path is not to be taken lightly. While it is necessary for our undertaking, many in the party itself doubt Wurbel's good intentions. PMCs, baby. What? I don't get it. Okay, so we're getting... Yeah, I know we're low on manpower permanently. Permanently low. Right. Train our troops. Yeah, we're just gonna have to deal with not having very much manpower, at least initially here. So we have John Peters. John Peters, Nancy Wake. Yeah, we got a couple of mercenaries here. Chioka Ikeda, Gary Patrick Hemming, Gary Mogach. These generals are mercenaries, soldiers of fortune who fear no god and have faith in no man. He only marches beneath a flag for as long as his contract obligates him, and his only rallying cry is that of profit. No just cause. Oh, PMC, private military companies. Got it. Got it, girl. Drop it low. Drop it down to the floor. I'm sorry. It's war crime time. What war crimes? We have done nothing wrong. Nor will we ever. Alright, here we go. Okay, we can't do any more investing in the infrastructure. We can't train new workers right now. We're building research facilities. We've still got the successful raid up and running. We're in 1963 now, baby, by the way. Baby. Alright. It's not a crime if you're winning. Soldiers without borders. He's made his decision. Wurbel is now free to pursue his program for army reform. All standing units of the party not currently under his control shall continue to exist, but will be joined with the mercenaries that will be arriving soon from around the world. We're pulling out all the stops, so troops will continue to arrive, pledging to fight in the name of Metkovsky. Wurbel's continues to fan its fires. So this will help recovery rate, division attack, lowers our minimum training level, but it's going to hurt organization a little bit. Yep. No frontiers, no borders. Yeah. Yeah, guys, how do you say soldiers without borders in a different language? Everybody post that. Let's see here. What's going on? Oh. Let's see here. Dear UN, you claimed I committed crimes against humanity, but I don't consider the things I killed to be humans. Curious. Alright, so then while y'all post that, I'm going to run to the kitchen real quick to refill on water. Just be a minute. I must get a little something to eat. Alright, guys, I'm trying to put my mug down. I'm trying to find it. What's this? Uh-oh. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. Alright. So, what is that? A microwave. Alright. Funny name, Japan. Yeah. Alright, we're back now. How's the game audio? Is it too low? Or is it okay? Also, I'm probably only going to go about 20 more minutes, because there are, even if I don't get pinged, there's other things I want to do with my day. Best guns that money can buy. Oh, Madagascar just blew up, y'all. Game audio's fine. Okay. Nixon still hanging in there. But we'll also be streaming some Suzerain later tonight, so keep an eye out for that. I definitely recommend that you come and check it out. See you, Porky. Yeah, if you enjoy these live streams of mine, I would highly recommend checking out even ones that aren't Hearts of Iron 4. I think you'll like it. Abandoned Life, Return to Game. Well, I want to do some chores around where I live and stuff. You know, even if I don't get pinged, I'm basically gonna be spending a lot of today cleaning. but I'll live stream later. You know, it's important to maintain your place of living, keep it hygienic, keep it clean, keep it organized. Let's see here. Oh no! Tisk. Just print more money. I don't know what they're upset about. Let's see. Back of the truck. He knows the smuggling routes in the Bering Strait, safe from the watch of the Soviet remnant navy in Kamchatka. So we've got our support equipment, anti-tank equipment, towed artillery, very fun stuff. Let's start working on some of these. Well, actually, no, these just already have artillery in them. Great. See, the problem is I don't have manpower. Very annoying. Gee, burn money for warmth. Now you're talking. Okay, American support is still just moderate. Oh, industrial investment time! Yeah, but we're at least gonna get to ready at last, and then we will reunite the party. Never understood why the Germans felt the need to bomb West Africa into anarchy. Well, guess you just don't know much about Germans. Kingdom of Israel, yes, it has been created under Avram Stern, who is a Nazi! He's a National Socialist, it says so right there. Check that out. Alright, ready at last. The reform of the Siberian army is complete. We are now ready to confront our old adversary, Rodzayevsky, aka Wrodzabichsky. Some of our most seasoned veterans have been dreaming of the day ever since Matkovsky's capture of Magadan. The party shall be won once again after all these years. Metkovsky and his officers will order all personnel to stand by and prepare for the operation against Amur effective immediately. Our victory is assured so long as everything that we have planned goes our way. The only wild card on the table is Wurbel, the mercenary that von Siatsky brought with him. Hopefully we have kept him on a tight enough leash that he's not doing anything that would interfere with our plans. But some among our ranks note his rising power and doubt that our current measures are enough. Nevertheless, the operation must go forward. At last. Oh, here we go. Improve relations some more. We're still just at moderate. We have to get to high before we can start getting electronic, and we got to get artillery, industry, and electronics bonuses. We need to get high for that. But we got to get a very high to get to the tanks and jets. Okay, broadcast 60. Let's see here. So we have an American-made M1911, courtesy of our friends in the CIA. What does this weapon have? What does this weapon have that the Russian ones? What does this weapon have that the Russian ones don't? Well, you see, Vasily. A clatter as Sergei set the pistol down on a surface somewhere. This gun has the power, oh wait, let me read this. This is actually funny. Please don't wave that around, Sergei, a smooth baritone said, evidently Vasily. That gun is loaded. Aside, apologies, dear audience. It appears that my friend Sergei is a bit of an idiot. Don't be so negative, Vasily. This weapon has a safety, hear that? The pull of a trigger. Nothing happened. It's because the safety is preventing the firing mechanism from engaging. Fancy and clever people, these Americans. And what does this weapon have that Russian ones don't? Well, you see, Vasily, this gun has the power of a rifle, condensed into a compact and easily carried package, making even the least armed of our soldiers dangerous. Let me pick that up again and show you how it's done. Please don't rave that around. Wait, no, hold on. Let me get I gotta get the sound effects ready. Hold on. Here we go. Give me a second. Here we go. Yeah. Please, don't wave that around. Wait, fuck. What the fuck did you do? Just another day in the office, at the office of the MFR. A weapon to surpass Metal Gear. Alright. We got some more decisions available here. We can prepare another raid, but I think we're about to go to war with them, so I don't think we have to do that. Come on, train. Train. A report for Langley from Agent Mason. Let's see. Most of the armed forces had no experience in actual warfare. We commenced training as we pinned down the situation. They were men who could barely hold the weight of a rifle, bore high ranks as lieutenant, captain, and major. We fired some people immediately. He's built officer schools. There's an increase in performance. We will continue to monitor the situation. Mason out. Yeah, so he's telling the CIA things are going well. Ah. Let's see, focus on our research. No, I don't need to do that. Soldes bin Granitz. From the outset, Wurbel's goons were different from the regulars of the RFP militias. In Magadan, they walked around town, their expensive gear strapped to their bodies, flirting with the girls and ladies they saw along the way. They seemed not to have a care for Russia. It was just another playground for them. A vacation, a holiday in a desolate land where they got to shoot the natives. Smith, no given last name in particular, came from South Africa, his hands itching for the trigger of the gun. His ears for the thrill of gunfire, his headed braid for the conducted raw barbarity of combat. Werbel wasn't lying when he said that his gear was going to be good. His M16 strapped to his back was the meanest piece of lead splitter this side of Russia. The RFP militias did not have them, only given old USM-1 Garans instead, for they were not Smith. The fields, savannas, plains, and jungles of Africa made themselves known through his copper sunburnt skin. He had all the reason in the world to be cocky. When his folks back home asked him why he had gone into the business, to find a lady, came the answer. All who truly understood Smith knew he wasn't in it for love, but the thrill of war and money. He could see the Russians eyeing his gear with envy in their eyes. He smirked at them and winked. Every time he smoked, they would marvel at his tidy, clean, well-rolled cigarettes. Once in a while, he even offered them one. Warfare was a trade, and business was good. Leaning back against a wall in a random part of the podunk town, he took one of his fabulous cigarettes out and lit one. For a backwater and deserted place, Magadan was pretty good. Not on the level of Bloemfontein, but pleasant enough. However, his heart was never there. Out west, closer to the lines of the Tsarists and Rodzayevsky's loyalists, beneath the blazing gunfire and artillery bombardments, was where he belonged. With a puff of smoke, he threw the cigarette down and stepped on it. It was time for action. Smith, reporting in. Alright, here we go. Pretty soon, I think. Probably should tell them to stop training now. Ready at last. The death of Vonsiatsky. Mr. Vonsiatsky, are you there? Mr. Vonsiatsky, the Zod is waiting for you. It's no use, Dmitri, Ivan said, sighing and catching his breath. I've been at this door for hours and I haven't gotten any answers yet. Gotta get an axe. Mr. Vonsiatsky, are we... Ivan stopped mid-sentence. Laying on the floor and clutching his test was Vonsiatsky, his eyes glassy, his face pale. He was dead. Sometime in the evening, the phone in Matovsky's office rang. We defer our payment to you, friend Matovsky. And so it begins, no matter which one of us lives. The ground we stand upon will crack and blow away. You will fight! Oh wait, that's a different fictionalized universe. Anyway. Ivan and Boris did not like their new assignment. Transferred from the political wing of the RFP to the army right before the eve of the operation. They were, as their instructor put it, dead weight. An officer handed them their bolt-action rifles and told them to stick with the rear guard where their chance of survival was the highest. There was no danger here, and the Siberian woods were quiet, the wind whistling between the trees and the air cold as ever. You think the Vzods will let us back in? Boris asked Ivan, who was squatting beside him, watching the surroundings while smoking a flimsy cigarette. The only reply he got was a listless shake of the head and a hush. Ivan knew his stuff, or at least showed he wasn't in over his head. The hand that gripped the cig shook. It could be the air, could be genuine anxiety and terror in the face of war. A figure passed ahead, and the dirt trails they were watching. A mercenary. It was apparent from the gear they carried. Proper camouflage, an assault rifle, a belt chock full of grenades, as well as other miscellaneous tools of warfare. And most importantly, the attitude. Oh, thank you very much, Mad Beast Yeti, for the Super Chat donation. He says, finally, the Warlord of Freedom. Woo, woo, woo. You know it. The man walked forward without any concern or worry, his footsteps lighter than the bravest man in the RFP. However, he had no reason to be here. The front lines were where he belonged, not here. Halt! Boris said, unslinging his rifle and pointing it at the mercenary, who likewise followed suit. Turn back! The front lines are over there. The mercenary said nothing and shot at Boris. It hit, and Boris was thrown off his feet. Ivan fired back, nailing the mercenary in the shoulder. All over the lines, incidents like these flared up, and the operation was called off in panic. Werbel's coup had begun. Alright, hindsight is 20/20. The mercenary services are no longer required. Werbel will retire, or the mercenary gambit succeeds. Soldat Benz Granitz becomes the ruling party. Alright, I'm pretty sure that that's the correct one, but we're going to still make a save file real quick. I'm sorry, I have to cover up the save files, because there's state secrets there and whatnot. Oh yeah, let's get that hype going. I'm trying to save. Let's go. Shoot. Alright. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Alright. Let's see. The mercenary gambit succeeds. Did y'all like the little sound effects there? Yeah, I did. Hope you did. And it's official. We are now the Republic of West Alaska. Oh, I love the blue. It's amazing. And there it is. We have our new flag. We have Mitchell Warbell III. The story of an American soldier of fortune seizing a Siberian city with nothing but his wits and superior firepower seems like a lurid tale, too ridiculous for even the pulpest dime-stored novel. But sometimes the truth is stranger than fiction. Mitchell Livingston Warbell III was the son of a Russian emigre, born and raised in America. A brief stint in the OSS, the precursor to the CIA, was his springboard into the murky and deadly world of mercenary warfare. His unsavory missions spanned the globe, from Cuba to Kamchatka, yet he still maintained his contacts with some of America's industrial elite and his father's old comrades. One in particular was Anastasia von Siatsky, the increasingly elderly Russo-American fascist. When Mikhail Matovsky's regime in Magadan hoped to use von Siatsky as the gateway to American aid, Warbell saw an opportunity. What followed was as bold as it was suicidally insane, but he succeeded beyond all odds. Through a mix of diplomacy, favors called in from old friends, and a few well-placed military raids, Warbell has successfully seized power in Magadan and declared the city to be the capital of the Republic of West Alaska. He hopes to achieve the reverse of what Matkovsky hoped for von Siatsky, serving as a conduit for a steady flow of American money and arms into his fledgling Siberian empire. However, Warbell's neighbors want nothing more than to drive him into the sea, and this may prove to be something far greater than he can handle. Yeah, Learjet SWAT team on a midnight run with the M16 and the Ingram gun. We parachute in, we parachute out. Death from above, we're screaming now. Where the pay is good and the risk is right. We're understood, we'll do or die. Risk is high. A stun gun in hand where the gun is law. From the overrun land to Nicaragua. Strength and muscle and jungle work. 3 young men in a Russian truck with a little MAC-10 sent them running to the huts. These few young men, the few who dare to battle hell, le mercenaire. Strength of muscle and jungle work. Woo! Oh yeah, baby. Now, did we open up a new tree? Yes. The man who sold the Zod. The death of Vonensky was, in some respects, inevitable. With his departure, the RFP lost its monetary support from overseas, stranding the mercenaries as strangers in a strange land, land of ice and snow. Anybody know what song that is? Left with little choice, Mitchell Warbell has launched his coup in the middle of preparations of war against another Russian fascist based in Amur. Konstantin Rodzayevsky. Scattering Matkovsky's army, Warbell has now come into possession of the port town of Magadan. Unfortunately, Matkovsky has escaped. It might not be much, but Magadan has a harbor large enough to accommodate any soldiers of fortune that heeded Warbell's call. Though small in number, the mercenaries will roam and patrol the borders of Magadan, hunting down soldiers who swore their loyalty to Matkovsky. We will present to our prisoners 2 choices: fight for Warbell or die. Hell, maybe in the long and deep search into the country, he might even find Matkovsky himself. After he's dead, we'll consider the debt settled. So, I'm going to make an offer. If anybody wants to, yeah, you're damn right, Marlin Sock, I'll make an offer. If anybody wants to super chat any amount of money, any minimal amount of money, would you like for me to sing The Man Who Sold the World? I'll even go grab my guitar. All right, so I'm just gonna pitch that offer out there. Or you know what? Let's have a bidding war. Good old-fashioned bidding war for if you want me to do or do not sing Man Who Sold the World. Because I'm sure some of you are like, oh my god, we don't want to hear Conquering History Games singing. Nah, screw it, I want to sing it. Nobody can bid against it. You're not allowed to. Let's see here. So, the Enforcer... Even by the standards of the Far East, this was a shitty bar. Oh my god, yep, there it is. Sing. Alright, I'm gonna go grab my guitar and then we'll keep playing. I'll be right back, guys. Alright, here we go. Oh my gosh, they're pouring in. Alright, let me just tune it up here. You know what, here, let's pause the music. I forget if this song needs a capo. It's been a little while. Alright. The main thing is I need to remember the intro riff. I think it goes... Alright, here we go. This is the man who sold the world. I'm going to try to do my best David Bowie impression, huh? Oh, shoot, and I got pinged for game time. You know what? So then we're going to end the stream here. We're going to end the stream with the song. I'm sorry, but I got pinged. My friend is about to be in the tournament, so I want to watch him. Okay, here we go. Wait. Oh, shit. How'd it go? We passed upon the stair. We spoke, it wasn't when. And though I wasn't there, he said I was his friend. Wait, no, hold on. Which came as a surprise. I spoke into his eyes. I thought you died alone a long, long time ago. Oh no, not me. How'd it go? Never lost control. Your face to face with the man who sold the world. Na, 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 na. I laughed and shook his hand and made my way back home. I searched a foreign land. For years and years I roamed and gazed the gazeless stare. We walked a million hills. I must have died alone a long, long time ago. Who knows? Not me. Fuck, it's been a while, sorry. I never lost control. Your face to face with the man who sold the world. Oh, fuck. Oh, shoot. I'm sorry. I'll work on that. I'll try to do a better version next time. But, okay, yeah, it's just about game time. I gotta get going here, so let's just wrap some stuff up. Sorry, guys. I know it's very sudden, but, I want to go support my buddy. So, let's just read this. Shitty Bar. I'm pleased to meet your acquaintance. I served under the previous administration of the Vozald's top man. In matters of internal security, you'll find in short order I am quite professional should you choose to entrust me with such matters. The man barely understood Russian. Pavlov. Clearly the Americans had a deficit of loyal locals, and Pavlov was more than happy to fill it. Once a collaborator, always a collaborator. Okay. The man who sold the Vzod. Alright, so we're going to read that. We're going to trade for some aluminium, if we can find any in the world. We'll get it from Chungus, Sablin out here. He's a cool dude. Okay. Anything else? Investigate infrastructure. No, I think that's fine. Trade over here. How many? Next complete. We're nearly done there. So the infrastructure is taking forever and a day. CHG for Hollow Star English. Oh, goodness. All right, so that's it. Thank you very much for joining me. I'm Conquering History Games. I'm going to be streaming later on today. You all have yourselves a very wonderful evening, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye.